Hey there YouTube, this is SJM4306, and I know it's been a while, but I've been pretty busy with work and whatnot and GRE examinations. But I got a new device for us to tear down, which is the RJS Inspector 3000, unlike Inspector Gadget. Now this is basically a reflectance sensor for manufacturing. Basically, this little pen here emits 660 nanometer red light, and then it can measure the percentage of reflectance that's bounced off whatever you're measuring. And so I just wanted to do a quick little teardown. It's pretty neat. Here you have a standard DB9 serial connector. I don't believe it's serial. It's probably just repurposed for the pen sensor input. A serial output through a headphone jack, interestingly enough, 3.5 millimeter TRS tip ring sleeve probably. Battery charger. This I just put some alkaline Duracells just for testing. The batteries are partially dead, but you could see it turn on and you see the red light. Try not pointing it in my eyes because I'm sure that's not good. And I played around with it a little bit. I have no idea how the heck to get it to. I don't know how to use it basically, and there's no manual that came with it. I just found this at a thrift store randomly, and it caught my eye, as most random things do. And it has a print function also, but yeah, no printer available. So, how do I turn this guy off? Okay, looks like we're pulling the batteries. Anyway, that was interesting. So I expect to find lots of interesting goodness in here, and I should be able to actually reuse some of the parts. I don't need a reflectance sensor, honestly. So let's take out this guy. So okay, let's see if I could remove this guy without too much trouble. I don't know. I didn't bring a flathead screwdriver with me, and I'm too bothered to go into the other room to find one. So, pocket knife will do. Oh God. Why couldn't they have just used thumb screws? I know why, because you're not really supposed to be constantly taking these off, so it's not too much of a bother. But, oh, well, for them. Come on. This is really starting to get annoying. Sorry about this. Okay, there we go. Yep, DB9. And, wow, the sleeving is falling apart. What great strain relief. Anywho, inside you can actually remove this, interestingly enough, so I could repurpose this connector. But let's see. Clean all this gunk off. Let's see. Looks like 2 screws down here and 2 up here. Standard Phillips. And there's an interesting little tilting bail that comes out. Test equipment, I love it. Come on. And this guy lifts off. Yep. There is a cable for the front, or the screen and the front guy in there. Let's see if I can do this with my bare fingers. there we go. And that's interesting. This uses just bare pins, and I'm gonna go ahead on a limb and guess this is probably like what, a 16x4 LCD. It probably is the HD 44780 equivalent controller chip in here. Very interesting glop tops. I've never seen quite this kind of. Anyway, and so basically you got a little single inline resistive package in there, and it's very common for these LCDs just to have the front metal bezel poking through, and then they just twist off the pieces there to terminate it to get it to stick. How do I don't want to break the screen. Oh, adhesive. They use adhesive to this might take some effort. Oh, I see a little bugger in there. Here, pocket knife. Okay, now it's out. Yeah, nothing all that interesting. How many connectors is these? 8, 12, 14 connectors, which makes sense. The standard LCDs that you find on eBay, the HD 780, have 16 connectors. This guy has no backlight. It has a area for attaching a backlight, but it doesn't actually have a backlight or a you can see in there there's no light box in there, so you could add one, but yeah, this is probably just a standard pinout, so I could actually reuse this screen, and I will. And basically that's it. Your front panel buttons, just standard flex cabling in between there. Nothing all that interesting. On to the main interesting part. Interestingly enough, I keep saying interesting. No, the LEDs are socketed. I'm guessing this meter is yeah, because it's just standard lettering and numbering. So this is probably adjustable to your tailor needs, so they could swap out the color of the LEDs for different functions, so it has different meanings. You'll notice a little buzzer right in there underneath the green LED. And let's see what else. Battery connectors. These guys are socketed, interestingly enough, so it is removable. This is going to be a single-sided load. I'm not going to bother taking the board out and flipping it over. There'll be nothing on it. And so let's see what we have here. This is the connector for the front buttons. This guy, the socketed guy here, is probably, I think I can feel a window in there. It's probably a mask EEPROM, one of those EEPROM memories that are erasable with UV light, and it has a firmware code written in there. It's got a main Motorola processor, let's see, F60HHC11FN of v3.3, hardware revision 3.3, and that's just a Motorola, probably a RISC processor. Nothing all that, interesting there. You'll notice this little pot in here is the contrast for the LCD. That's fairly standard. Even in all the stuff that I make, I'll have a little pot to control LCD contrast. You have gain and offset in here for the analog side electronics. The main crystal oscillator and 2 decoupling caps right next to the processor. Let me see if I can get in there and find the... I can see it. You can't. Well, you can sort of. It's 8 megahertz. So okay, that makes sense. And yeah, you have your DC power input, decoupling cap on the input. Let's see what else. It looks like some ferrites on the input for the pen for protection and filtering, and some resistive network and some caps for the same purpose. I always am interested to see when circuit board manufacturers do this. Well, not the manufacturers, the designers. They'll add like jumpers that you can solder the jumper in order to select different settings that are actually in the software, which is very interestingly enough. And these old Motorola processors, they're not like the microprocessors that we have. They're more, how do I say this? They have all the physical hardware of the processor, but the memory is external, which is why you need an external EEPROM, and then it accesses that. And so the storage for the program is stored in the EEPROM, and you just have like an 8-bit data bus or 16-bit, depending on how wide your data bus is for how many bits your processor takes. And so that's why there are 2 separate chips here. This guy, I have no idea what it is. It's a plastic shell for something. It's marked off, but I have no idea. So I might actually have to take this board out. Now that's bothering me. Let's pull off the battery connectors. Come on. There we go. Four screws, very easy, and this should just lift out, and it does. Okay, so, oh no, double-sided load. I didn't expect to see surface mounts in this guy, but yeah, there we go. We have a lot more Motorola chips. Let's see what else we got. Maxim Dallas, National Semiconductor, Fairchild Semi, LT. Oh, we have like a mixed assorted grab bag of manufacturers in here. That is very interesting. Let's see. Anything that piques my interest? Yeah, this package, this plastic shell here, is a dip package, interestingly enough. Can't exactly tell what that is. I kind of want to crack it open, but I'll have to desolder that first to get in there. Let's see what this guy is. It's a TI part. Can't see where the traces go. Yeah, this must be a multi-layer board, because this one TO92 part has 3 leads. None of them connect on the bottom, and only one of them connects on the top layer. So this must be at least a 4-layer board. So tracing out stuff isn't necessarily going to help, unfortunately. Yeah, but that's very, very interesting. Yeah, I would say, because this is the serial port, this might be, I don't know if it does RS-232 or not. I'm not seeing anything that would tell me. It might just be standard 3.3 volt level UART. let's see, and that's pretty much it. I mean, as far as I can tell without looking heavily into part numbers and seeing what all the functions are. But yeah, let's see. I don't think I can get the pen apart. You can unscrew this, but that just removes the black part from here, which is rather useless. So I don't think I can get the pen apart without entirely destroying it, because it's basically, you know, made not to be taken apart. So that's pretty much the entire teardown. Just wanted to make a quick video. I know I sound a little tired, and that's because I am. I've been working very hard lately, studying and work and whatnot. I'll be going back to school soon, so yay. But I'll make sure to keep up my videos, and yeah, so I will see you guys later whenever I get my hands on something new that I can tear apart for you guys. Sorry I seem kind of tired and apathetic, and that's partially because I am. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I have a little bit more energy and I have something new to take apart. So if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe down below, and I will see you guys next time. So until then, bye.